Hey guys, Daniel here. This is a new episode of Ark's Picks and Bans and the best towers to play. And I'm pretty sure that 99% of you will learn a new thing here that is actually important for next Ark. I'm not exaggerating, it is important and I prepared something, so stay tuned. First of all, let me quickly guide you through the module list. Good for us, we have all relevant modules available. We have +1 draw at start, we have anti-heal, we have 30% HP subtracted from bosses and 20% subtracted from all mobs through EM shock. And even energy infusion is available. The only module that is kind of bad is fewer foes. So now we have 100 mobs in a stage instead of 85. But that also means more energy detonations, and energy detonation will be our main source of damage besides life erosion. So that is not really a debuff. Could be a good thing. So when it comes to the towers, we have Tesla band and Disruption drone band. That is irrelevant. Railgun not so much. So what are we playing instead? And now we come to the thing that I was talking about, the new thing that you will most likely learn. Okay, we play energy detonation. That's standard. Many of you know already. So this is the energy detonation card. It gets enabled by burn, and we get burn from Skyguard. So Skyguard, there it is, ignition. We need this to enable the combo. And then we play Blackhole's Collapse Explosion to group everything up on the map, and the rest of the grouping, the most important part, is done by Gravity Vortex with a portal. So we need portal. Portal might be more important than the other cards, to be honest, because if we don't group up the mobs properly in one spot, we cannot get AoE splash damage onto the mobs through energy detonation, if that makes sense. So we need portal and ideally range and duration. Okay, now comes the thing that is maybe unknown to you up to this point. So the black hole size from the collapse explosions from Skyguard gets increased, and that is not the final point that I'm going to mention here, but this is the first step to it. The black hole size is increased by 50% with this combo card. Okay, and now comes the important part. By the way, this is a quadruple energy detonation hit. The laser goes up, and down again. So this is a quadruple hit. It's probably the best thing that can happen to you in Ark 2 of this, and the mobs start dying. Okay, but what I was going to say is, why is 50% increased black hole size so important? So this is a black hole with 50% increased size here. The normal size is a little bit smaller, it's like this. And the key point is, which mobs are the most problematic to fight and the last ones that receive damage? I mean, obviously it's the last ones that are coming down, right? But the most difficult mobs to get pulled into one spot are the ones that are sitting on the sides, on the very outer sides of the stage, left and right. And we get those way faster towards the middle if we are playing with black holes that have increased size. Why? If the black hole is small and targets a mob that is on the very left or on the very right, it gets pulled to the center of the black hole, and the center is here. It's very close to the side. But if the black hole is large like this, the mobs get pulled here, and that is a bit farther away from the side. I'm going to exaggerate the example here so it's easier for you to understand. Let's say the black hole gets 100 or 200 increased size. The middle point would be here, and the mobs would get drawn even more close to the center, and therefore they group up faster. So it's important that you play with increased black hole size because it speeds up the whole grouping process, and not only because the mobs from the left and from the right are getting pulled to the center earlier, it's even the whole grouping process is faster. Because let's imagine the black hole has this size. you need 2 black holes and everything is grouped up. So the larger the size of the black hole, the faster the whole grouping happens. So that is the thing that I wanted to tell you. And now is the remaining question, what is the remaining fourth tower that we play? Because now we know we need gravity vortex with portal size, black hole size. Then we play Skyguard and laser, and I thought about this for a while. We have 2 options, and that is Hive and Beam. Hive enables Mirror Guardian, and that enables twice the ripping beam, the laser shot on Guardian. So that's our first option. And our second option, and this might be the better one, is Beam. Did I say Beam earlier or laser? Okay, whatever. Because Beam has explosions and pull to center. And pull to center is going to speed up the grouping a little bit more. Because the laser is always targeting the first mob in line. And together with 4 refractions, it's going to pull 4 random enemies with it and pulls them forward. And yeah, that might be a deciding factor. So that's it. The idea was at some point that we could play Firewheel Drone with Firewheel Drone pull and Arrow Blast piercing projectiles, but it's not the final wall. We will be able to make it to stage 300 completely, even free to play if you get the right cards and you play long enough. But the most problematic mob next arc will be tanky crabs, and those are immune to pierce, so to penetration. So that's why this combo won't work. So guys, that's it. If you have questions, let me know. And if you are interested in more Galaxy Defense content, I have tons of videos on my channel. So see you in the next one.